Thanks for joining us. You're listening to the Primo Dirt podcast.
The Primo Dirt podcast.
That's right. And today there's only two of us from the Primo Dirt. It's me, Johnny Peace, and Steve Miranda.
How you doing, y'all?
There you go. And today we have special guests. That's Eddie and Slater. And they have a Brewsnqs podcast. And so we're going to get into some beer stuff. Say what's up and give us a little background on you guys.
What's up? I'm Eddie.
I'm Slater.
And we're essentially a beer podcast that we were trying to just essentially give our honest, unbiased opinion about the beer, craft beers, because I think everyone kind of feels intimidated because everyone's so used to Bud Light, or Coors Light. So when they want to go to the brewery, they don't know where to start or what to try.
There you go.
Yeah, I just drink it, but I don't know enough about it.
So the breweries we'll be looking at, they're all in the local Orange County area.
The ones we have today, yeah.
Three of them, yes.
Yeah.
One of them is from Santa Cruz.
I see.
Oh,
okay.
right.
So we got 3 from Orange County and one of them Santa Cruz, and it's the one from Santa Cruz is like, I'm like going balls deep with that. I just fucking love that brewery right now.
That's awesome.
All
Can't wait
right.
to try it.
All right.
We're going to be testing, but you're
Gonna
holding
get right
your
into
cigar
it.
straight up and down. What's going on with that? We have cigars today,
Yes, we do.
and these ones are the Eatsa Boys.
It's a boys.
It's
Boys.
a
Atta
boy.
baby,
Eats a
eats a
boys.
boy.
It's the Easter boy. Eats a boy. See, that ain't got me saying.
Hey, Eatsa Boy.
It's a boy from Rocky Patel. So essentially, it's because I got a little boy that was born not too long ago. So
Congratulations.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
He's born in January, so he's an Aquarius.
actually,
He's a Capricorn.
he's a Capricorn.
Oh, early January.
Yes, January 8th.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
A little better if he was an Aquarius, but Capricorn's
he was
good.
supposed to be an
It's
Aquarius.
supposed to be.
So he came early.
He came around. He was supposed to be January 26th.
So on paper he's an Aquarius, but on paper.
On paper,
Yeah, he's a Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Actual paper.
Yeah.
Well, congrats, man. Yeah, very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and these are very tasteful cigars.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah, this
loving
one.
it.
So
Real
I'm
smooth.
keeping my ash as much as I possibly can.
That's the idea, right? That's a professional cigar smoker.
I don't know if we call it professional. It's kind of like more of like a
Trying to set a
challenge,
record.
like a challenge.
Yeah.
Should we call
His
Guinness?
ego.
Guinness book?
I don't think you could do that. There's some gnarly ass cigars out there. They're like easily a foot long,
And
probably
you s-
longer.
The
Are they
OGs
black?
always have some long ass. You ever seen that?
Churchill's.
Churchill's? Is that what's that?
That's the size. So it's a Churchill cigar. So it's a longer cigar.
Nice.
Because that was Churchill's favorite cigar to smoke. That style.
Oh,
So
okay.
they named it Churchill cigar.
Huh.
So you have different names for the cigars. This is a double Toro
Okay.
because it's technically a little fatter and a little longer than a normal Toro. There's Robusto. There's bunch of fucking.
It all
bullshit.
sounds a little sexual, man. Not gonna
Make it
lie.
whatever you want. Steve.
Everything is sexual to Steve. Everything. Well, in fact, these beers, watch, he's going to be making some noises. I usually don't hold mine like this. I hold it this way, and I cut it this way, and then I do it this way.
And you lick
Right.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. But today we're going, conventional with it. Conventional.
We're going fancy. Pinkies up.
Pinkies
Pinkies
up.
up.
Yeah, and I got a guante. That's what I do. It's my thing. My tribute to Michael. And
The one glove.
Yeah, the one glove. One glove, some love, because my wife, if she smells smoke, that's no love.
Okay. I was
So,
gonna say someone in
yeah.
the house doesn't like the smell.
yeah, because that's how we initiate sex. Is I put my fingers at her nose, and she knows. Mm-hmm.
All
She
right.
puts them in my nose, like the peacock.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Or yeah, different birds in the rainforest, and
All for show.
all for show, baby. And a little bit of flow.
Nice.
Explain some basic terminology to us. I remember you said something about a growler. I'm like, "Rrr."
Okay,
So what is that?
So nowadays, before you had a growler and then you had a mini growler. Growlers are essentially the glass container you can go buy to go beer from a brewery.
It's usually
64
ounces.
or 32 ounces.
So it's the size.
Exactly. Well,
Okay.
no,
Oh,
a growler is exactly it's
It's
a
a
growler.
vessel.
It's a vessel to take the beer.
oh.
Now they have breweries now have crowlers. So essentially, it's the
With the
same
C.
crowd with the C, and essentially what it is it's a canned growler. because now you go and you just get a can right there. They'll can it right there from you fresh on the tap. But the thing with that, you're not supposed to. You can't just leave it in your fridge for a month and then drink it later on.
Okay.
You got to be able to drink it within a certain amount of time.
Ah.
So
Doesn't have a long shelf life.
exactly.
Gotcha.
And typically
Okay.
nowadays with craft beer, is they're not in your 12-ounce can or a 12-ounce bottle. You're looking at either a 16-ounce can or sometimes back before they got the canning thing going on, you had what was called a bomber. A bomber would be a 22-ounce bottle, a 20-ounce glass bottle. That's a bomber.
Okay.
So that's what they had them. That's what they were called. And they had the 12-ounce bottle, which is whatever. But nowadays you could get crowlers at most of your breweries nowadays. And you still have people who you can go get a growler fill. And usually they charge you for a growler fill, a certain amount of money, whatever it is. And some places it's really fucking expensive. And some places it's like, all right, it's $10. That's not bad for 64 ounces, which is great.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
you get 64 ounces of beer for fucking $10. I mean,
It's not bad. That sounds pretty good.
yeah, and you bring your own. I mean, the only thing is you want to make sure that the growler you take is not, you're not going to ABC Brewery and then taking a XYZ Brewery growler. 'Cause
Right.
It's kind of
I
like,
see.
Mm-hmm.
It's like wearing the band T-shirt to the band.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, 100%.
Different
Or it's like
band,
taking In and Out into the Wendy's and like,
Yep.
it's better. This tastes better than yours.
Yep.
Exactly. So
Okay.
the one I think we should probably go with right now is probably from Humble Sea.
I'm down with that.
And it's essentially it's a little jalapeno-y on it. So
Yeah.
it's a little jalapeno-y.
So
So-
that's your out-of-town beer.
That's the one from Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz.
This is the
And-
one that you're in love with right now.
I am like sucking the cock out of this one pretty hard.
Nice.
Okay.
And it's called Here Comes the Sunfish.
Cool.
Here
Nice.
comes the sunfish.
Go ahead, take it.
back to the mic.
So this one is a dry hopped imperial pilsner with fresh jalapenos, and it's only a 6.7 alcohol by volume. Your typical beer is about 4.5 to 5.6
Yeah.
ABV. So this is technically a low end of the craft beer, 6.7,
Okay.
and it's a pilsner, so it's a little crisper. But it has jalapeno in, and I actually had one this, and I liked it. So I had this one. I was like, you know what, let me try it. It's not real spicy at all. So if you don't like spicy,
You don't like spicy? Get the fuck out.
just
Yeah.
Fire.
So
No
you want it-
IBUs on this though.
Let's so you have
And what's
growlers and crowlers.
And then
What do we
cans.
call our cups?
cups.
El cups.
El
El
cups.
vaso.
El vasos.
Corn cup.
I like that.
I like the white.
that.
I like the white can. It reminds me of a Huffy bicycle I used to have when I was about 12, 13 years old. It was
Is that
called
the one
a-
that you rode off the ramp?
No, it was called a Sigma though, and it had instead of spokes, it had like these white plastic covers over
Yeah.
the spokes, so it looked
So
cool.
like a hubcap.
Like
yeah,
a disc. Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
Like a
But
hubcap.
You want the hubcaps?
the problem with it is if you took it, if you went off a little jump or whatever, and it was windy, it would kind of blow you. So
Yeah.
it
And
wasn't
Steve's not into
aerodynamic.
getting blown.
Yeah.
Not then.
Steve rode off a ramp one time, and he had that cool layback seat post with the plastic seat. And dude, his feet came off the pedals, and this thing, I had the shot because I was behind him, not right behind him, but I was watching him, and the seat goes up his butt far enough to where he bottomed out at the seat post,
Ooh.
the layback seat post. That's good. It's cool. And then and that thing dug all the way down into the back tire, like,
Ooh.
and it stopped him. It turned it into a brake. Then he got up and he was in the tub for a million years, and I was like, "Please don't tell Dad."
Oh man, that was some pain.
I felt
That
bad.
was some, because you egged me on.
I did, but I went
Do
off
it,
the
man,
ramp. I was
do
like,
it.
"Come on, you got to do it. It's fun."
Who's the younger one?
Oh, I'm definitely younger. Many minutes, thousands of seconds, millions of seconds. Yeah, no, he's 5 months older. This is my
Okay.
stepbrother,
Mm-hmm.
but
So
you
right
know,
now
yeah.
we're both 45.
We're both 45. We're the same age for a while,
Okay.
and then we're back to he's older
Yeah,
most of the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
All right.
later
But-
in the year.
we were infants when our parents started to,
Uh-huh.
Like they're like, oh.
I'm sorry,
I
I
think-
didn't catch that. What was that like?
It was like, oh. I don't know how they did it back in the day, but I think it's like that. That was my mom too. Oh. My dad's like, ooh. Toe curling. Let's pour these beers because I like spicy. I'm so down with that.
Yeah, you're a spicy man.
Hell yeah. Stevie?
So I'm saying, man, you can't be in Southern California and not like spicy.
So yeah, go ahead and crack it open and
Oh yeah. That's some good ASMR right there.
right.
Jeez, Pete. You're not even drunk yet and you're already spilling.
It happens. Nice color on it. Super light.
Yeah, so it's a
Jeez.
Pilsner.
Oh, all right.
So because it's a Pilsner, you know, it's actually a lot clearer. So essentially, if these were see-through cups, you'd be able to see right through.
It's
Okay.
Yeah, very
It's
translucent.
very translucent, very like amber color. So
Ooh.
Now, did you already review this on your guys's?
no,
No, we have not.
Oh, that's good.
no,
shit.
this is
Oh, that's really
Oh, we
good.
got the
this is
scoop.
first time we're talking about it. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. Here comes the sunfish.
Yes, sir.
I love the can too. Yeah,
Yeah, the artwork's really nice.
it is cool.
So what's a Pilsner again?
So we like to call them Crisp Boys because they're usually typically like, okay, think Miller Lite.
Okay.
That's a Pilsner.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now this is an elevated Pilsner.
Okay.
A little-
Bougie.
Bougie.
It's
Okay.
a little hoppy.
Yeah, so it's a little bit on the hops. You
So I
have-
got a lot of head on this, right? So
You do.
I got to like.
That's
suck
my
it
bad.
down,
Just that's
Sorry,
what, that's
bro.
what we call a pancake pour.
or- okay.
Man,
So we got that terminology from a different someone we know. It's actually in the industry. So they're a virtual beer fest. It's called the Last Drop Beer Festival, and essentially they coined a bad pour, a pancake pour, because you got that foam, that head.
Yeah.
it looks like
Looks
batter.
pancake.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Pancake also has other definitions, you know.
That's the sexual terminology. I'm well aware of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And different four guys, we don't want to talk about that, right?
Yeah, it was
Five
weird.
guys. That's just it.
Well, it's
Yeah.
also a rebound. It's also a rebound. So, like, you know, you break up with somebody, you're feeling bad, and you just hook up with somebody.
It's called a
but
pancake.
It's called a pancake. Because when you make pancakes, generally you throw the first one out.
Yeah,
The first one's never the best.
Correct.
Yeah,
That's right.
It's always
Correct.
the worst.
season the
So
grill. with
essentially
it.
in the same
Like,
thing is
exactly.
the first pour is usually the bad
Thanks,
one.
man.
Well, then now you got to pour
Cheers.
because I obviously don't know what I'm doing. I gave him too much head.
That's exactly what happened.
Okay,
Yeah.
Too much head.
Too much.
it's too much
head.
batter.
But you see, it's a crisp. It's very light.
It is
It's
very
not
good.
heavy.
Yeah, it
I
is
mean,
like.
Yeah,
How's the
that's pretty- that's
jalapeno on
pretty
it
tight.
though?
You know, it's like the jalapeno is almost an after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's on the back end.
it's on the back end, and man, it's good, and it's light. It's not too hoppy. I read somewhere hops give people man boobs, and
Really?
I'm not too into hops, and still I have man boobs, so I don't get it. I got
Also
done
heard
dirty.
that soy does the same thing to you as well.
It gives
Soy.
people man boobs.
Yeah,
Oh, soy.
apparently.
Soy.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant my story.
Soy. Soy.
Soy does. Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
Creates estrogen of some sort.
Yeah.
My stories give man boobs.
So I mean, and this brewery is out of Santa Cruz,
Mm.
and essentially the only way I was able to get some of this is because someone I know is actually a member to their club. And every once in a while, when they have a beer release, he just kind of shoots it on a massive a thread that we're all on. The like OC Beer Geeks. It's we kind of call that to ourselves.
Okay.
And he's like, anyone want anything? And I'd be like, oh yeah, let me get a 4-pack of this one. Let me get a 4-pack of that one. And I just Venmo him the money and go to his house, pick it up, and
So this is the inside stuff right here.
yeah.
This is that bootleg, not bootleg, but it's underground.
Underground.
And
Yeah.
they're a goddamn great freaking brewery. Like it's
Yeah.
freaking gnarly. Like I'm really like deep throwing it right now because that's
Yeah.
how much I like it.
Good.
It's really good. I'm glad we started with the best.
Yeah.
It can only go downhill from here.
What other beers do we have on the menu? What's going on over here?
So we also brought a hazy single IPA.
Okay.
Single hazy IPA.
What's that one called?
It's called Justin.
case.
No, like just in new boots or something. I forget what it's from. Green Cheek Brewery,
Okay.
Green Cheek Beer Company. So Green Cheek Beer Company is out of Orange and out of Costa Mesa.
Okay.
So they have
2 locations.
They have 2 locations. So
Double bougie.
the Costa Mesa one is literally right there off of Randolph and Baker, and then the other one's off of Batavia and like Catella. So Green Cheek actually, they're known for taking over like old breweries that didn't make it. So their Orange one
Yeah.
is, they used to be Valiant Brewery, and essentially they went out of business, and Green Cheek jumped in and, okay, we'll take it. Here we go. Make a brewery.
They already had the structure and
Essentially,
they just
yeah.
put in their own ingredients.
100%. And then they did the same thing in Costa Mesa.
Nice.
There was a brewery called Barley Forge. And Barley Forge
That was a good
shut
brewery.
down. A great brewery. Great brewery.
Yeah.
And then
Why'd they shut down?
it all happened around this pandemic thing.
Oh, okay.
It was like,
I'm not buying it though. If it's a
No,
great
it's-
brewery,
No, it's still, you never know. Like some things are right on that verge of going out, and something like that shuts them down. It could be a great brewery.
yeah, but alcohol is like great when the economy's good and it's
Yeah.
better when it's bad.
Yeah, I could see. There are some questions, you know.
well, I mean, to me, it sounded like they were doing too much on their marketing and not enough on their beer. Because I personally felt like I was tasting the same beer in different labels.
Yeah.
I see.
You know, and that's you're just kind of relabeling something. It's just like, okay, well,
Yeah.
here's this one beer. Now I'm gonna call it beer A and beer B. You know,
And that's green. Now they're Green Cheek.
now it's
Green
Green
Cheek.
Cheek Beer Company. Essentially, their mascot is like some parrot looking thing.
Green Cheek.
Green Cheek Beer.
And then you had another one you were talking about, Offshoot Beer Company.
Offshoot.
Offshoot Beer Company is out of Placentia,
Mm.
so they don't have a tasting room. They have essentially, they use the facilities for a different brewery. The brewery is called The Brewery that they use, and the brewery spelled Breuery, not your common spelling. Essentially, if you drive by it all the time when you're going down 57 in Orange Store, right there. That's what it's
At the brewery.
The brewery.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
brewery.
Brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they offshoot, essentially they have special can releases. And this essentially is a special can release that I have that actually came out during Christmas time. And then once you see the label of it, you'll kind of be like, you get some nostalgia feeling to it, because you'll see it when it comes to it.
Nice.
But it's
Yep.
very nostalgic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the one that was my favorite.
The name.
Yeah.
Cervecacito.
Cervecacito.
Yeah, they're based in downtown Santa Ana.
Santa Ana, Holmes.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
took over a old brick building and put a brewery in there. It's got some upstairs offices and whatnot. It's actually a really cool place.
Huh.
Really fun to hang out. We went to a soft opening,
Yeah.
industry soft opening, and they had a food truck outside. Delicious.
What'd they have? What was the.
Oh man,
Mijo's Tacos.
Yeah.
Oh, getting down, huh?
Mijo's Tacos.
But you said that wrong, bro. It's
Mijo's.
Mijo's Tacos. Because
Got it.
you're having a taco at Taco Bell, but you have tacos at a bomb spot, you know?
Damn, correcting the Mexican.
My bad. My bad. I was just throwing out there. I was just throwing out.
Take my brown card away just like that.
Yeah,
Shit.
Suspended.
Mijo's tacos.
All right, yeah. Mijo's Tacos.
Yeah,
There
does your
you
mom
go.
make tacos? No.
No, she makes tacos.
Tacos. Right.
Or taquitos.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
I'm getting hungry.
Chalupas.
It's essentially what it is. So, and then the other thing about Cervecacito is they also took over another brewery's
Yep.
place. They used to be called a Good Beer Company,
Yeah.
and they specialized in sours. Now it's Cervecacito, and we were talking about it a little bit, and you asked me, wait, is this anything to do with Suavecito? And I was like, actually, matter of fact, it does.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the owners of it, essentially owners of Suavecito, Tony and his brother,
Yeah.
essentially got down with this. They opened up this brewery. I mean, and it's crazy. All the social media, you know, the dude head, whatever, the Suavecito head, like
Yeah.
they're always up
The
in there
skull.
too. It's whatever,
Yeah.
that chingas, you know, and they're always there.
Yeah.
And it's dope. And they got a cool establishment, you know.
You been to Suavecito, the actual,
Headquarters.
yeah.
No, I have not.
Oh, you got to check it out, bro.
Is it dope?
Dope. They got a cool showroom. They got a couple rooms, but they have this giant barber shop set up.
Uh huh.
And I've worked with them before. I've been working with them actually for 15 years.
Wow.
13 years, because they're, I think, around 13, 14 years old, maybe a year on that. And I did a commercial, so I'll throw the link up. You're listening to the Primo Dirt. Like and subscribe. Give us some comments. If you have any comments, you know what we're talking about. Cervecita, we're going to try some beers out. And then we're also, the name of the podcast, Brewsnqs.
Brewsnqs.
Yeah, we got Eddie and Slater.
Yes, sir.
I want to get to the Cervecita right away because I just want to try it. I'm so interested. Does it taste like root beer? Because
No.
Okay. I love root beer, but maybe not in my beer. You know.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Cervecito, the one I brought from Cervecito is actually it's a collab they did with the Orange County Brewers Guild, and
Nice.
it's called Gilded Together,
Nice.
and it's actually a
God damn, it's a big ass can.
so that's
It's a
That's
crowler.
a crowler. Go ahead, show it to the camera.
So that's a crowler.
That's a crowler. So technically, a crowler is typically a 32.
What is
ounce.
that? I was gonna say 32.
That's some
32.
Viking shit right there.
Or 1
But,
quart.
but do you see the
Right?
the
Yeah.
skull? You see the skull though?
Le- oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
sick.
Oh,
So-
different. A little different.
So Cervecito, yeah, they're dope. So this one is a West Coast IPA. So the West Coast IPA is more of a when you smell it, you'll smell it. It's kind of more of a dank smell to it. Very
Of course.
hoppy.
Of course.
You know, like that's why I was like, we gotta bring this one. Do you want to pop open that one right now, or you want?
Yeah, let's do it. I
All
want to
right.
try. I finished my beer. That's why.
All right.
I don't mean to be the lush, but
No,
you
no,
know, oh man, I'm excited. I didn't even know they had, because all their hair products, awesome. And you know what? I have a weird collection. I was gonna bring it out, I didn't, but I have almost every jar they've ever made, and those guys are professionals at collabing. Their most recent collab that I thought was really interesting was with Universal Studios, and so they had 4 different pomades. And one of them was Dracula, one of them was Frankenstein, and then they had the WrestleMania ones. So we actually had Hulk
Can you
Hogan,
give me
Ultimate
another cup?
Warrior, Ric Flair. Yeah. No, dude, you got to pour this one
That's fine.
because I did terribly.
I know.
He wants a new
You,
cup.
you need
though.
a cup?
Yep.
All right. Bad
Try.
throw. Bad throw. Is he going to spill?
I hope so.
No, he won't spill. See how this one's
won't
clear
spill.
as fuck too.
Dang, Steve.
Look
So
at
I
that.
get the cup because you get the.
Here, give me some more of that one though. Give me
Yeah.
some more of that one.
Hey,
I
put
got,
a.
I got the pancake pour. So
Oh, here, hold on.
So did I. It was
No, I already put my mouth to this one.
That's
You don't want to
okay.
kiss me.
I can't. You're married, right?
Technically, no.
Oh, sick. We can. Nice. I like. I didn't know which way this podcast was going.
Yeah. Would you
never
need one
know.
too?
uno más. Uno más.
vaso
Uno
más?
mas.
All right, hold on.
That is French for please hand me some and do it gentlemanly. Right?
Yes.
Uno mas. Please hand me
French.
some.
Totally.
Le France.
Uno más.
So take a whiff of it though.
I
Oh,
will.
yeah.
Oh, wait. What's this? Whose is this?
That's yours, sir.
Oh, nice. I get one too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that smells very like almost. There's a candy smell to it.
Mm-hmm.
Is
It's
it
a little
just me,
sweet.
or-
No,
Yeah.
so when you sip it, you'll it's a little sweet, fruity, a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does it taste like? Kind of bittery.
It has
A
a
little
bitter. There's some bitter notes, but it is a little hoppier than the last beer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
It is an IPA.
And
They're-
IPA stands for.
India
Imp-
Pale Ale.
There you go. That one. What he said.
In India, is it the
In
like the red dot India?
So the
Red dot.
terminology.
Red dot.
So the way India came about is because all the hops where the British were taking them, they were bringing them through India. That's what happened.
Okay, like a
Not-
trade route.
Yeah. Now don't quote me on
Pirates of
that.
the Caribbean,
'cause
right?
I'm not a
Something
No,
history
no,
like
that's
guy.
true. And they were using the hops. I got prepped up for this podcast.
Oh,
Okay.
So I
Oh,
watched
so
it.
you're a
Research.
good host.
No, no.
So he did
You're a
some
good
research.
host. You're a good host.
I did
All
a
right.
little, and it was the only way they can take beer overseas on such a long voyage back then and keep it fresh.
Fresh.
Or palatable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I knew. That's all I got.
So yeah, so this is
One
the
quick Google search.
Yeah.
this is a West Coast IPA. So we're gonna try technically the New England IPA afterwards.
East
Okay.
Coast.
East Coast.
Okay.
Now we don't call it New England IPA out here. We just call it a hazy IPA.
I see. So,
So
New England and hazy are synonymous.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when they got to out here, you have breweries calling it either a foggy IPA, a murky IPA, a hazy IPA. They're just using different terminology for it. It's essentially the same shit though.
Yeah.
So there's no difference between those three terms.
No, because essentially a hazy IPA is typically more on the fruitier side. Typically using more mango-y, pineapple, peach type of flavors, more tropical-ish kind of flavors.
And that's more East Coast?
Apparently that's the thing is
That's weird.
it's all started in the New England area.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where it came from. So I actually he couldn't interview him because he had to do his fitting for his wedding, but I actually he's already married. He's already locked
Already
down.
married.
He's already
Man,
locked
you can't just throw that in there. We got to know you got married recently.
Back in September. Yeah.
What?
Yes, sir.
Why would you do
During
that, bro?
COVID.
Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, sorry to hear that, man.
Sorry to hear
Yeah. So
Congrats-
Right now's the time to
congrats
like
for the baby.
postpone.
That's all I'm saying.
Congrats for the
Congrats for
baby.
so I interviewed this guy from his name David. David, he's a producer from a movie, and he made essentially a craft beer movie. It's called Rhode Island, the craft beer movie. Essentially, the guy went in through all the breweries down the Rhode Island area, and essentially I learned a couple things about the hazy and how it started, and learned about the oldest brewery in that general area, which is called. See, I'm fucking bad with
Old
this.
brewery.
No. It's called like, and the reason why I want to talk about it because you guys talked about Dr. Seuss a little bit.
Yeah.
One of your last ones. So Dr. Seuss has some involvement in this brewery because he did the artwork for it,
Nice.
and it was when I was listening to you guys' podcast, I was like. I was shining the screen. He also did artwork at the brewery, at one brewery. And I was like, oh, fuck, they can't hear me. Yeah.
That would have been dope. You should have called in.
Yeah. Where's the number?
Yeah, it's a bunch of like 6s and 9s.
69, 69,
Just
69,
just
69.
dial 69 and you'll reach us. We'll throw it up. Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome to hear. Dr. Seuss's art goes way back, and we were talking about this earlier, and I'm almost fixing ourselves on an older podcast, but Dr. Seuss's art back in the early days was actually anti-racist, which was cool. Anti-racist at one point wasn't that popular.
Right.
It gained popularity as IQ points were gained every decade, 3 per whatever in 10 years. And so evidently he was against that, even though some of his art can be misconstrued as racism.
Right.
What racial, right? Big game?
Sure, yeah, it's racial.
Not racist, but racial. It's two different things.
Right.
Like there's a racial joke, and then there's a racist fucking joke.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Racist meaning offensive. Racial just meaning it's
It's
based
funny.
on a certain race.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny.
Typically.
They're actually all
Have a
probably-
sense of humor,
Yeah.
please.
Anyways, we're not getting into that tonight. It's a little
Listen to
different.
the old episode on that one.
The whole thing is once I start drinking, that's what starts coming out and shit. So
Got it.
yeah, I like this one. I love that jalapeno beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Well, there's
I
there's
drink
another
that.
can there for you.
Nice. Me and my wife later.
Yep.
I'm gonna be sneaking in the window, bro. Sneaking in the window.
Yeah.
But this one's
It's
good
just
too.
role playing, right?
And they have so Cervecito is dude. It's if you were in the area, go. I mean, they're like I want to say I don't know if it's the head brewer or whatever her title is there. Britt,
You said head.
Brittany. Yeah, I said head. Britt's been really cool. She's the one that invited us out to the industry soft opener.
Oh, it's a female.
It's a female, yeah. She's dope. She's cool. So she actually was working at a different brewery in Anaheim, and
Anna Slime.
Anna Slime, exactly. Anaheim is probably the biggest place right now for breweries.
Really?
Yeah.
I
there's
believe
a
it.
ton of them.
It's the
I
mecca
believe it.
of breweries right now.
Huh.
You can throw a fucking rock and hit about 10 of
There's
them.
like 3 or 4 right next to Angel Stadium.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Except for Golden Road, we won't consider that a craft brewery. That's owned by Anheuser-Busch.
Is that right?
So you
Yeah,
don't
they're the
consider
ones that do like
That's
mango.
corporate.
They're the
cart,
ones
right?
with mango cart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That gives me a
That's owned
headache.
by Budweiser and all that shit. You know.
Okay.
Mango
So
cart
it's-
gives me a headache.
Oh yeah.
Does it
Every
really?
time. Every time.
See,
I don't know
those
what it
beers I
is.
don't mind with a little bit of clamato, making michelada. Like I'm a
There we go.
michelada guy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so
Those are good.
especially during the
Yeah.
summertime, you know, it's like
Yeah. I love
they're
the
dope.
taste, but
We have a
something
cousin
about
that has his own michelada mix.
oh, you got to put me
brand.
through. We're
Yep.
gonna do actually
called,
in the summertime. We're gonna do a michelada episode.
Okay, yeah, I'll
Another
get some.
one.
It's called
Another one, yeah.
Unfadable.
In-
Un-
Unfada?
Unfadable.
Okay.
He's also a barber.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, so
I
he's-
couldn't
It
tell if
runs
it
in the
was
family?
faded between which one, which were the faded you were trying to go through there. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll definitely let me know and we'll get that sent over.
Yeah, for
Cool.
sure.
yeah, right on.
Yeah. But Cervecito off 4th Street, right next to the Federal
Oh,
Building.
going back to this, so this beer right here, what's the alcohol content on this
8
one?
8.7.
8.7.
Holy
Looks like 8.7.
crap.
8.7%.
It's just gonna go higher from here, except for one of them.
Oh,
One of them,
damn.
we're gonna go back a little bit down, just a little bit.
I'm glad
So
we
a little
did it that way.
A little roller coaster.
Right, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I need a little down.
yeah, a little down. So
Hey, as we go along, it's all gonna taste the same, I think.
you know, and the
Yeah.
crazy part is, if I tell you, a lot of the breweries nowadays, you don't find well, you do. You can find a 5.6, 6.7 beer, but now you're looking at a lot of breweries that have the 8.7, the 7 point something, the 10.4s, the 10.5s.
Yeah.
I've had some in the
You know,
nines.
you know,
Yeah.
Wow.
dude,
What was it
rough.
Levi or not Levi Strauss? Carl Strauss.
Carl Strauss.
Yes.
Yeah, like their restaurants and stuff like that. Like I've been there a few times
Uh-huh.
and had some of their beers there.
You know, I've never been.
Really?
Yeah.
They got some good mac and cheese.
You ever had an arrogant bastard?
Oh yeah.
Arrogant Bastard Ale. Yeah.
What's that? Like
Stone Brewing.
the percentage?
It's an IPA, right?
Well, it depends. So I think it's a pale ale, if I'm not mistaken. But Stone Brewing is probably one of the biggest breweries out there, because you can go anywhere and go hit a fucking brewery. San Diego has them all over the place.
So what's the difference between a India Pale Ale and a Pale Ale?
The hops that are being used.
Yeah.
That's essentially what it is.
A pale ale is not going to be as hoppy. An India Pale Ale is usually a little bit more on the hoppy side. The hop is the that pine tree,
Yeah.
floral.
And the crazy part is there's a lot of different types of hops.
Oh, tons.
Oh, damn.
There's different fucking things. It's like wine. You have
Yeah.
there's not just red wine and white wine, but there's
Yeah.
the grapes are grown in this fucking place, and they're called this type of grape, and it's like essentially it's the same shit.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Different
di-
hops.
different
I didn't
yeast,
ever think of that.
Different hops, different freaking additives. Like there's a whole bunch of shit. We try.
It's like basketball. A lot of different hops. It's like the white guy, not so much.
Right.
Then you
Yeah,
got Spud
it's
Webb, who's
exactly
5'7"
like
and just
basketball.
Wow.
Exactly like
exactly,
basketball.
exactly.
who brings the hops,
Yeah,
bruh?
yeah.
Man, I like. So what's the one that is a little less than Cervecito, which is that? There's Green Cheek and Offshoot.
I want to say it's gonna be the one from Green Cheek.
Green Cheek.
That 100%. I think that's the one that's gonna be.
Let's check out the can on that.
All right.
I want
And
to
this
got
one,
it.
and then maybe we can look at the name of it, because I forgot. I know it's called Justin something. Justin.
Bieber.
Timberlake.
No, I don't think it's Timberlake either. But it's like
I like Just in Time. That was.
Justin. What does it say? What does
That's
it
a
say,
Back
Slater?
to the Future reference, right, Stevie?
Justin
That's
got
a
new
business
boots.
term.
Justin got new boots. That's what it is.
Huh.
Is it country?
It kind of looks a little countryish. I
It's a
guess.
little country and a little rock and roll.
Yeah, baby.
So you see the can art. It's like very kind of like
Cartoony.
deserty, like nighttime cartoon, nighttime deserty. Got the cacti in there and everything.
Is that a toucan?
Drink while smiling.
No, it's one can. You're just starting to see double. It's not a toucan. Yeah, it is.
Fucking
Right?
bird in the boots.
And what's the
It's a
what's
bird
the
in the
ABV?
boots.
What's the ABV on this one, Slater?
It's a 7.2.
So it's a little lower,
Okay, and this is a hazy IPA,
but
so
it's a single hazy IPA though.
so that's
Meaning
West
what?
Coast or East Coast?
That's-
Is it Tupac or
that's-
Biggie?
That's
It's
That's
based
Biggie.
on the learnings and findings of the East Coast,
Okay.
but it's a West Coast beer.
but what's a single versus a what?
It's you know what?
So-
I don't have the answer for it actually.
I don't know. I think it'd probably have to do with the single, double, triple IPA,
Meaning what?
meaning double or triple the amount of hops brewed in the beer.
Okay.
So
it's like the concentration of
concentration of hops, which just gives it an aromatic flavor and piney usually.
Okay, so
I think
it doesn't add to the alcohol content.
No, it's a flavor thing.
Can you do me?
And I think
You
it
did
does
me
like.
last time, and I was like,
I think it's also about how it's processed too. So like how the way that it's brewed, because you can, if you add the hops into the whatever the fuck the things are called, I forget the name of it. I'm already kind of tipsy. Holy fuck.
The
perfect.
where it marinates
Yeah, I
and
forget what the fuck
turns
it's
into
called.
alcohol.
Yeah.
I forget what it's
Barrel.
called.
Fermentation.
Fermentation
the tank, whatever it's called. Anyways, there's different. They can depend on when you add it to if it's at the end, if it's at the beginning, if how long you keep it on there for. That's how much it is. So,
There
Well,
you go.
We have, I think, one more beer to try, but we brought our own beer. It's actually called a Bill Cosby brew, and we wanted to do the last one. Don't think too much into it.
I'm already scared. Am I going to fall asleep?
The Bill Cosby brew. Don't worry, you won't remember a thing.
So once you look at it, he's pouring it. You can see that it's got a haze. It's not clear. It's not
translucent. So it's less filtered.
So that's exactly what it is.
They usually will filter it a lot to make it super clear, but with a hazy, they don't want to filter it as much.
So
this is one of
does
my
that-
favorite podcasts so far, just to let you know. It's fucking
So
awesome.
when you're talking about the filtration process, making it a little more hazy versus more clear, does that affect the taste, the
Yes.
quality, the alcohol?
It affects the taste 100%. So
Okay.
you're filtering out some. So in the hazy IPA, there's particulate in the beer that obstructs the light from coming through and stuff like that. That adds flavor. When you filter it out, some of that flavor is still there, but it's not as
Some
noticeable.
people refer to it as almost a pulp that's in the beer.
There you go.
Okay.
You could think of it as
Okay,
that.
it's like orange juice.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
So a little more flavor, like you said.
Yeah, so
flavor.
have you tried it yet?
Hold on.
It's
cleansing my palate
like
It's
it.
very fruity.
Yeah.
It's kind of fruity. Got a little fruity taste to it.
It's actually my favorite one so far.
No way.
Yeah, because I like the jalapeno one.
You're a
The
little
Cervecito is good.
fruity.
That's a drinking night. Yeah, of course. Note the ashtray, but this one is the lightest one. Actually, the least hoppiest,
Yes.
and it seems like it has. I like the fruity notes. I love. Like we were just talking about, I went to a brewery just to kind of do more research on what's going on here. It was a Rodeo 39 on Beach Boulevard out here in Stanton, and I had a peach one, and then I had another fruity one. And I always I find the fruity ones because I love Kool-Aid. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
It's just one of my things, right?
Sure.
Kool-Aid, it's fucking awesome.
So
Tang.
you'll drink the
When
fruit
you're
Kool-Aid?
5.
Yeah, I'll drink from the Kool-Aid. I have. I was
So it's good that you said that because about the it's easy to drink.
yeah.
This is probably one of the beers that I always recommend people to always try first when they get into craft beer.
Huh.
Because you're not getting that smack in the face of the hops. This shit will take you down after a couple fucking cans, but
Yeah.
it's easy to drink. Like it's easy to drink. You kind of get to it right away, and it's like, okay, cool. Like it's a good starter beer.
It's like in between the first one and the second one we just had.
yeah. So it's a good gateway beer. There it is.
Gateway beer.
It's a good gateway beer.
Big
For the
game. Which one do you want to try one, dude?
No, I'm good, man. I'll try it after the show.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
He's got to be lucid over there on the
Smells good
boards.
though.
It's good.
I'm getting thirsty, but it's okay.
And like that's the thing is the hazy is always a go-to. My always tell people try the hazy first
Yeah.
because I mean, you want something. How do I put it? It's what builds the courage. Once you look at I'll try to
Oh, don't
Right.
drop that.
try the hazy IPA.
Yeah.
Now you feel comfortable trying something different.
Yeah.
So and actually, Cervecito has a ghost pepper beer. on
Ooh,
tap.
stop it.
Really? Yes. So if you're ever in the area, try the ghost pepper. They have awesome seltzers as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's very Latino inspired, definitely. For one, they call me Morena, La
Okay.
Pitaya. They have one called Theo Hazy.
Theo or Theo?
Theo
Hazy. I like Theo Hazy.
Piña
Wouldn't
Rubia.
that Vendo?
Theo Hazy, like Theo Lacey.
Yeah, but Theo.
Yeah,
Hazy.
exactly.
I got you.
So that's very. I mean, it's dope. I mean, the names are fucking hilarious.
They have
That's
a-
awesome. I
Why,
love
why Theo?
because
Theo
Theo
Lacey.
Theo Lacey, the Orange County Jail.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's the kids jail, not a kids jail, but
Sorry.
Yeah. It's the kids' jail.
yeah, the kids jail.
Sorry,
yeah,
this-
Smack on the wrist.
This
you got the-
this beer was starting to get to me, so I was a little Theo.
They
hazy
also, when we
myself.
were there at the soft opening, they had a Piña Rubia, a pineapple beer. Fucking delicious.
So and that's their blonde they have.
We do
So
like
it's a
the
piña
pineapple.
blonde pineapple
Pineapple.
ale.
We've tried the Aces, I think. Aces pineapple.
Oh, the ciders.
Yeah.
I
The
guess
brown.
maybe a
It comes in a
cider.
brown bottle.
Think
Yeah,
Pineapple
so.
on the
with
logo.
looks like a little
Yeah.
card with the pineapple on it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
that's
tell
pretty
you
really
good.
dope.
That's pretty good.
The
My wife likes
Suavecito
those.
guys, those guys are like geniuses at collabs. Their collabs are just something that they're on point with, dude. Hitting bullseye every
I
time.
just spent a shit ton of money to open up a barber shop right there on 4th Street.
Who did?
They
Suavecito?
did. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
What's it called?
La Barberia.
La Bar- oh, called it the barber.
Yeah,
shop.
and it's right
La
there.
Is it a new
Barberia.
spot or do they take
Hey,
over a
that's-
barber shop? Because I saw one. It was it was very small, but it was very old school. It was by the courthouse. It was like a 2-chair shop. It was a 2-story. It was like 2 stories, but the top floor was kind of like an office area.
So this one is you walk in and you got chairs on both sides and you got mirrors on both sides.
Nice.
So you got I want to say 4 chairs on one side, 4 chairs on the side.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
probably a different location.
Yeah, I saw-
Infinite
they-
mirrors.
This one was
yeah.
right next to a parking structure, or part of the parking structure.
I think this one's around that same area
Yeah.
because there was an empty vacant spot there for a while.
There's a
Yeah.
lot going on.
But they
down
put
there.
a whole. I mean, they do the Gunther thing. They do all that shit.
Yeah.
So,
They're busy as hell.
dude, it's just
Yeah.
2 fucking guys, man. Like, what the fuck?
And the
Shit.
ghost pepper is called. I think the name for it is Butjalokia. It's was the hottest until the Carolina Reaper came in, which is a cross between a couple peppers.
Okay.
Right.
But I love peppers, chili peppers, and I love beer. Those 2 things go together. So I have to try, and you have to try it. And if you have tried, then please comment and tell us what you've tried out there so we can go try it, because we're trying to try beers. It's all about trying. And so that's what we're trying to do, is try some more beers, but to try.
Yeah, don't be off put.
Try
Don't
beers.
be off put. Just go try something, man. The best part is a lot of these breweries have tasters.
Yeah. If
You can get a flight of different beers.
What's a flight?
What's a flight?
Flight
Yeah.
so is
5
essentially
to 7.
depends on the brewery.
Yeah.
You can get 4 or 5 ounce little glasses of different types of beers, and it's a flight. So sometimes they put 4, sometimes they put 5 on a flight. So they give you like a wooden tray or something.
Yeah, and they bring
Okay, so
4
like
or
a-
5 glasses out
Like
to
a
you.
little wooden
Yep,
Exactly.
holder.
Exactly.
That,
Yeah.
boom, boom,
yep,
boom, boom.
put all the glasses
And
in.
they pour different ones.
Put
Yeah.
different beer in it,
Gotcha.
and you get to pick which beer you want to try, and you can talk to the bartender and tell him this
Wow.
is what I like.
Yeah.
Beer tender.
You're right, beer tender.
Oh, didn't know.
Beer
Everybody's
tender.
a fucking tender these days. Beer tender, bud,
Bud
tender,
tender.
what-
Yeah.
Tender.
ball tender.
So that's a good night right there. You roll out to the nearest brewery. Do you make an appointment or
No,
you show
no,
up?
no.
You
You
just show up, man.
walk right in.
Really?
Walk-ins welcome.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to set
No
an appointment.
no shoes, no shirt, no service. Or
Something like
can I
that.
roll in
Yeah,
like that?
Yeah.
I'll roll in a mask and shorts
Just a mask and shorts.
and man boobs out, baby. Man boobs out. IPAs. Cool. The Offshoot Beer Company. Where's this located?
So Offshoot is the one that uses the facilities of the brewery.
Wait, I don't get it.
So let's say
So it's a play. It's a
manufacturer.
play on
So
words.
I'm a manufacturer. I manufacture plastic parts for many companies. This is a brewery that uses their facilities to brew their beer.
So you can go in there and say, "Hey, I have a recipe, and I would like you guys to make my beer, and
It's-
this is my brand, and blah blah blah." right?
well, not necessarily. So Offshoot is like a subsidiary of the brewery. So you'll see that on the can when you see it right now. It has Offshoot Beer Company, but also has the logo of the brewery.
Let's check that out.
So they're the
Because-
manufacturer.
So that essentially what it is. So and you can't go in and there's no offshoot beer company brewery tasting room you can walk into. You get order it. Slater, you want to get the cans?
Yeah.
So that essentially, and you look at the can right now. I'm not gonna say what it is. I kind of want to just Steve and John, right? Sorry,
Yeah.
John.
Juan.
Juancito.
Juanicito.
And then what it is, you'll see the can, and I just want your guys' first look of it, the can, and what it is. So,
I'm gonna look at it first,
Oh.
then I'll show the camera.
I
wanna
already
see.
see fucking this is all a fucking a Christmas story. It's
There
all
you
a
go.
Christmas story.
Oh, check this.
The leg,
out.
the outfit, the bunny outfit,
Hey,
the
you ain't lying, bro.
snow outfit.
So let's show the camera real quick here.
Do it, yeah.
Check
Do
this
a
out.
360 spin around.
Sing like this.
so yeah,
you
so
can't make it
guys,
at home.
Yeah, so you guys see it. It's pretty dope. But the can art is pretty.
So if you're a fan of the movie, the classic movie, A Christmas Story,
This is the beer for you.
you gotta try
Yeah,
this.
and they put out some gnarly shit. So our last episode, we actually did a whole thing on offshoot beer company,
3 or
and
4 beers.
4 beers where I got shit faced.
4 beers, shit faced.
Well, because I
Does that mean
Dude.
you actually have shit on your face?
well, I can go into that story
Hold
the
on.
next segment.
We
Yeah.
are gonna let's go into that story, but let's take a quick break for our sponsors. Like, subscribe, comment. If you can, tell us what beers you've been tried out
Yeah,
there.
I gotta pee.
And let's give, and Steve's got a pee. Where can we find you guys?
You can find us on all social media platforms at Brewsnqs. That's BREWS.
The letter N,
The letter Q.
the letter S.
There we go.
Or you can go to our website, Brewsnqs, BREWS, the letter N, the letter Q, letter S, PODCAST.com, BrewsnQspodcast.com. You can see all our shit there, all our stuff there. We're all on there.
That's awesome. And then you can find the Primo Dirt podcast on Scattered Matter, yeah, Scattered Matter, or at your mama's house. Here's a word from our sponsors.
Grupo 420, el gallito. Aquí estamos con el gallito 420. Dinos, gallito, ¿qué tienes para nosotros?
Gracias, raza, por sintonizar el Gallito 420, su estación para las podcasts más perronas.
Muchas gracias, Grupo 420. Estamos adentro y afuera. Adiós.
All right, so you're listening to the Primo Dirt podcast.
The Primo Dirt Podcast.
That's right, Johnny Peace and Steve Miranda on the mic, and today we have special guest. If you have, or if you're just tuning in, from, hold on one second.
You're starting over?
No, we're just doing an intro back in.
Oh, okay. Self-introduction again?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
After a
All right.
commercial
That just
break.
threw me off. I thought you were starting all over.
After a commercial break.
All right, all
Okay,
right.
so we can do it either way.
I say just go right back into it, dude.
All right. So we're back. Primo Dirt podcast. It's Johnny Peace and Steve Miranda. And then we are also talking to Eddie and Slater from Brewsnqs podcast. And they're our aficionados on beer. We've tried a couple, and we were going to try one more. What was it called? The beer you were thinking of?
So it's from Offshoot Beer Company, and I don't know the name of it. If you wanna,
It's right there in front of you.
I'll grab it.
Hold on,
I got it. Wait, let me get it. Oh, you
got
got
it?
it?
All right,
Okay,
okay,
let me
okay.
help you.
Let me hold it for you.
It's called You'll Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid. Hazy Double IPA. Yule is actually spelled Y-U-L-E.
Like Yuletide.
Like Yuletide.
Like Yuletide.
Yeah,
Exactly. So,
baby.
as you guys were talking about earlier, you guys recognize the label.
Yes,
guys
because
recognize
we're
the
old as
art.
fuck.
I didn't say it. You said it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
he's older than me, but yeah.
Look at all this gray, baby.
That's a lot.
You know,
of
I found
gray.
one gray hair the other day.
Oh, jeez.
One gray hair.
It was when
whatever.
Steve actually left a gray hair. on the pillow.
Just one gray hair, Eddie.
Yeah, just one gray hair.
Nice.
Then I found one in this little pubescent chin I got here.
Nice. Steve's all 50 shades of gray right
That's
there.
right.
Yeah. He's
Come on,
salt. So salt and pepper's here.
earlier we were talking about where to get like beer for where to go and stuff like that. So there's actually a liquor store right there in the same driveway. It's called Mr. K's Liquor,
Yeah.
and you can actually get craft beer there. This is a hazy double IPA.
Ooh, double.
So,
IPA.
and this one is, do you see the IBUs?
It's an
I mean, sorry,
8.5.
8.5 ABVs, not IBUs. Sorry about
Ooh,
Can you hand me another
8.5.
cup there, Slater?
Yeah.
Already.
I love it. So I can smell the hops in this for sure. Is that
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the hops you're smelling. Got a little bit of a pancake pour here.
It's my dope cups. Plastique. Only the fine china.
that. Pinkies out.
Is that racial?
It's hella
That's
racial.
racial, not racist.
Yeah. I see.
There it is. So, and this is like one of my favorite beers. Like, I always like go, anytime they had to release something, I'll always buy whatever they're releasing.
Yeah.
So it is like, it's just good. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess because it just feels special. I don't know. Feels different. I don't know. I don't know what to explain.
Limited release.
It's good.
Yeah.
You have to love those hops, though.
Yeah.
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 That's something that when we first started, we were not fans of IPAs or hops or anything, and
Really.
yeah, we were like, I personally don't like drinking Christmas trees.
We didn't like the pine, that pine flavor to it, and we didn't like the. It took some getting used to, because I mean, it's like I said, we were drinking Shot Top and Blue Moon before, and that was our go to drink. So a lot of wheat beers, and
Wheat. Yeah, Shock
Wheat.
Top was good.
no, I'm not saying it's
I'm
not
saying,
good.
like, I
it
like
is a
it's
good
it's
I
beer.
a
liked
good
it.
it's a great beer.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I feel like, oh no, Shock Top is for peasants.
Yeah.
It's a peasant treat.
It's at Walgreens.
Pussies.
Wall beans.
Well,
Yeah, so I mean, and that's why when we first started doing this, it wasn't necessarily to say that we're connoisseurs or we're experts. It's more of like, we're gonna tell you what these two average Joes here, what they like, what they didn't like, and what we interpreted the beer like.
So after a while, the hops actually add a complexity
yes.
that you start to enjoy. you
Correct.
know?
Yeah. Now lately we've been on this hazy train for some time now and trying a bunch of different IPAs and everything, and we've been turned on to IPAs.
I'm all about the IPAs myself. At least tonight for sure.
For sure.
Now,
I don't care about these man boobs. Go ahead.
Do you think that has to do with somewhat of a tolerance? Like you start drinking, and okay, I'm used to this. Try something
Maybe
else,
uh,
and then you just
kind
keep
of like
going.
coffee being more of an acquired taste.
Right. Thank you. An acquired
I,
taste.
I think so. I think that has something to do with it. Yeah.
I think it's more of like okay, so you have different levels of spiciness. For example, you can enjoy
Your
your
mild sauce.
fucking Taco Bell hot sauce, and which is technically ketchup.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Or you can enjoy
Taco Bell
some
and
some
Your
some
stuff like
abuelita's
that.
chile.
Exactly, your molcajete salsa, So, I mean, it's just when we got into this, first and foremost, we kind of just jumped into it, and then we're like, well, where do we go? Where the hell is the nearest brewery? And that alone was just like mind-boggling, because it was like, holy shit, there's a ton of breweries in the Orange County area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 5 years ago now, almost 5 years ago, some of those breweries don't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
And now from 5 years to now, there has been an abundance amount of new breweries now. So something I learned from you guys, watching you guys' show already, is you guys are definitely in the pop culture, thing. So if you guys ever get to, I know we're not talking about that brewery right now, but if you're ever in the Anaheim area, go to Unsung Brewery.
Yes.
Unsung Brewery in Anaheim, California. It's very comic booky.
Wow.
So
I already love it.
So dude, the owner of this brewery is all his beers inspired, like the names of it are inspired by his own characters he built and he created.
Yeah.
And he's built a story behind it, and they're
Oh,
fucking
damn.
dope. Like, it's dope.
So if you get a
Wait.
chance, that's Unsung Brewery
Yeah.
in Anaheim, California.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's
Right by-
dope? The actual brew or the actual
Everything.
or
Their
the-
beer is amazing.
Okay.
Their
So-
beer is dope.
Well, I have to say, I just had a sip of this,
Yeah.
and maybe it's after because we've already tried a few others, and I'm feeling a little loose. But this shit's pretty damn good.
Yeah, you're loose.
Yeah.
But this is good.
He's been loose all his life,
It's really good.
like a long-negged goose.
Undercover
Like that.
loose.
There we go. So Unsung Brewery, and if you've been to Unsung Brewery, leave us a comment and tell us what your experience was like, so that we get to share. And if you're not having beers right now, go crack a beer. I don't care. Bud Light, you're sitting in the fridge, crack a beer, have a couple beers with us. We're talking to Brewsnqs, Eddie and Slater. Give us your call sign again.
So
I
yeah, you
love
can
it.
find us on Instagram, any social media at Brewsnqs. That's BREWS,
The letter N,
the letter Q,
the letter S.
and that's also if you add podcast to the end of that.
That's our
.com,
website.
You can find us on the website.
Yeah.
You can
Nice.
email
So,
us.
so
at-
you have a website, an actual website?
we have an
Yes.
actual website, www.brewsnqspodcast.com.
Okay, and can they also find some of that fine merch you were wearing on your head?
So we don't have merch out yet. So this is
We
kind of
don't either,
sample.
so we're
So
good.
this is all just samples. So I got an embroidery
Okay.
guy that I actually
Okay.
made contact with in Santa Ana. He's a real cool guy, James.
Because those are pretty cool.
We have a James.
We have a
Yeah, we have
James.
James.
Everybody needs
Almost
a
as cool
James.
as this James.
Yeah.
Almost as
Oh,
cool as
honored.
this James. But this guy does embroidery, and it's actually, you can find him on Instagram at word of mouth EMB. So the first 2 letters of embroidery, word of mouth. And he actually hooked it up pretty good. Like he's got some good shit. He's done a couple hats for me.
Shirt or two.
A couple different colorways. I have like a Lakers colorway as well.
Okay.
He did that one for me. And he did this one.
Okay,
And
because
I
I'm gonna say, I'm not a hat guy because my head's weird and I can't sport a hat. I wish I could.
What about a beanie?
Maybe.
Dude, I
Maybe.
can see a
What about
beanie.
beanie?
Okay.
We'll get that
Party
embroidered.
foul.
What about a beret?
Okay.
I can
so
cross stitch
Like
on
a
that.
So check
French
this-
beret? No?
maybe.
I think
So,
so.
Beanie, maybe for sure.
What
But check
about
this
an
out.
elf hat?
Shut
Like
the fuck up
Santa.
for a second. I'm trying to
Santa
throw a
elf
plug
hat?
in here.
Oh, okay.
So I
okay.
like their hats.
Plug it.
I like their hats.
Huh.
So if they want to order some hats or beanies or whatever, can they email your show, your podcast, your
Yeah,
website?
Absolutely.
Is there like a link to email us?
They can
Contact.
You can contact us.
Contact
at-
us. Okay.
So we do have on the website. There is a section where for contact us. If you're already following us on Instagram, if you go to the email section there, the email goes straight to contact@brewsnqspodcast.com.
Okay.
That email goes to the both of us.
Yep.
So
Okay.
we both see that email. Or if you want to individually email us, his email is Slater at brewsnqspodcast.com, and mine is Eddie at brewsnqspodcast.com. EDDIE. Not Y.
Not Y.
Not the Y
Not
shit.
Fast Eddie.
EDDIE.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So if you like what you see on their heads, or want some other merch, contact them and they'll see about hooking you up.
stay tuned with that because we're actually gonna have something come out. I got a graphic artist working on something for me. Essentially, it's gonna be something where you don't have to really have a plaster our logo on your fucking merch. It's something's gonna be pretty dope. I'm working on something, and we're gonna try to get some shirts out, and it's more gonna be just kind of supporting the brewing industry. So that's what kind of we want to do. So that'll be probably sometime in the summertime when it gets a little warmer because right now no one can just go out and wear t-shirts unless you're Steve.
Yeah.
So-
Steve wears t-shirt, shorts year round,
Pretty much.
flip flops.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Flip flops.
Well, not
And,
Vans.
and if you have some breweries that
Look
you
at those
think
Vans. Those
they
are
might not
tight.
know about, shoot them an email and let them know, hey, check this out. And if they haven't checked it out, they're gonna check it out.
Of course.
Yeah,
because
let us
that's
know.
what they do.
Yeah.
Uh,
And we don't just limit ourselves to Orange County.
Yeah.
We've gone to Riverside County. We tried beers from out there, LA County, San Diego County. I mean,
Sacramento. No,
obviously
not
Santa
Sacramento.
obviously Santa
Sorry.
Cruz. You know,
I'll have to
Okay.
say that was my favorite one so far. Was the
Humble Sea.
Yeah,
Humble Sea is fucking dope.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This offshoot's pretty bomb.
James liked that too. I
Yeah,
think
Humble
That
Sea's
was
where
his
it's at,
favorite.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still got some right here.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I like a lot.
Very
So
much.
if you want to get to know them, we're about to get to know Eddie and Slater, the real Eddie and Slater.
Not the fake.
Let's ask, not the fake ones. We're gonna ask them some questions. This is get real deep
Okay.
and real. So put your boots on. First thing, you can tell a lot by a person by which lollipop they pick, right?
Sure.
And so we all know the colors of the standard lollipop, but let's go with and this is a psychological test.
Sure. Okay.
What color lollipop would you choose, Eddie?
Green.
Green. And then
Blue.
blue. Okay, so I'm going to break down green and blue for Eddie and Slater. They chose them both, and the fact that they've listened this long means that they are both suckers. Okay, so let's ask them a couple questions. Something interesting that we wrote down. I have a book here and it has words on it, and I'm going to go from that.
There's a book with words.
Book with words. It's upside down. So, what is your top selling beer that you found so far? I would say let's go with the 4 that we had so far. We've had Humble Sea out of Santa Cruz, Green
Cheek.
Cervecito,
Cheek.
and Offshoot Beer Company.
Yep.
Which one of those are the 4 out of the 4 are top selling? You'd say.
For me.
Yep.
I'd have to say this offshoot's pretty tasty.
Okay.
I like this double this hazy double.
Okay.
Pretty good.
That's a connoisseur's choice.
Yes.
Eddie,
I'm gonna have to say with the Humble Sea.
Humble Sea.
I think they've been pretty growing
Down.
so much
Yeah.
that just the fact that I've seen them already expand their tasting rooms and open a new one.
Yeah.
Like they gotta have the green, you know.
I'll tell you what.
Humble Sea sounds kind of like a double entendre.
I like it.
Just saying.
The Humble Sea. There is an irony to that. The sea can be humble, but it can also be treacherous.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
You're dropping in on something like your balls are this big, bro, and then you hit the bottom, bam, and then you get pitted. Oh, all that stuff, right?
Sure, you
We've
can go
all
that
been
way.
there.
Yes.
Okay,
I was
so
going a
I'm going to
different
direct
direction.
this one at Slater first,
All right.
since we started with Eddie. If you're stranded on a desert island, right, and in the midst of the turmoil, getting to the desert island, because you didn't just visit,
Sure.
like you were in the sea and you were on a raft, and you lost your pants, so you're pantsless,
Okay.
and now you have to live on the desert island with no pants.
Okay.
Which beer out of these 4 would you choose to hang out with? I mean, which beer? Okay, let's not say out of these 4. Let's say just generalized. Which beer would you want the rest of your life?
Oh,
It's a hard one.
that's a tough one because we've tried a lot of beers.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the Piña Rubia, the blonde ale from Cervecito.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So it's a cerveza.
Ooh.
It's a
Cito?
Cervecito.
Nice.
It's a
Ooh, that
taste.
sounds-
It's
that
a
sounds
pineapple
pretty bomb.
ale.
Ooh,
Delicious.
pineapple sold.
Yeah.
Half Hawaiian.
I'm on
Love
an
it.
island. I mean,
Yeah.
tropical.
Yeah, that's a good take.
Yeah.
On one side, it's sweet.
Dude.
On the other side, you got to be careful.
Mhm.
Could prick you.
Yep.
Nah. I'll tell you what. That and some spam, and I'll be on that desert island for the rest of my lives.
Yeah.
Life's,
Life's.
because I'm Buddhist.
Oh,
so.
okay. All right.
And then Eddie, same question. If you're stranded there, you're without your pants. You can have your underwear on. It's up to you. This is your scenario. You're the man. What beer would you want for the rest of your life?
Fuck. It's gotta
Fuck
be.
them.
It's got. It's so.
Coming
That's a
soon.
dope name for a beer. Yeah, fuck
So
Go
'em.
out
it's,
and
it's
get
not
it
a
now.
beer. It's a seltzer,
Oh, I'm liking this.
and it's actually from Cervecito.
Oh,
It's the,
damn. For real?
They make good beer.
It's the
Holy
Sandia.
It's a double
Oh,
plug.
yeah. The watermelon.
It's
yes.
the Sandia one. It's a watermelon seltzer, and I mean, to me, it's just
Ooh,
like
that sounds
it's
refreshing.
refreshing.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
crisp with
It's light pink.
Take
it's
a
like-
shower.
It's,
in
I
it.
damn.
can,
It's
I
color?
can. It's,
There's-
there's
yeah.
it's a little hint, and it's
Yeah.
you can drink a couple and get a little fucked up and go to bed and get sunburned on the island.
Just chilling.
Wake up and do it again all over the next
Yeah,
day.
laying out like the dog does, just sunburn on.
I mean, I take
kinda
my
deal.
underwear off so I can have a full good sunburn.
If you're going to
Even.
be stranded on an island, you might as well have no tan lines.
1,000%.
I mean,
Yeah.
when they pick me up, I want to look good.
Hot. So we have 2 Cervecitos. I love that. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, dang.
Yeah,
I
we gotta
want
go
to
get
try
some, man.
those, man. I want to try those too. Next
Okay.
time.
All right. So this one is a very important question. Might take a lot of thought. G-strings or granny panties?
G-strings.
G-string.
G-string.
G-string. Okay, so the question is, if you had to wear your lady's underpants for 3 days in a row,
G-strings.
G-string still.
G-string, yeah.
G-string.
100%.
Okay. Steve always wears a G-string. Yeah, but it's in the bass clef.
I mean, the only reason why is because you can move a string, off to the side if you have to.
Yeah.
Go use the restroom. You don't have to pull it down.
Yeah, or you can turn it around.
1,000%.
Yeah, I
Tap
get
it
it.
up,
Whatever.
flip it.
Yeah. I'm going to go to the next one because we already covered Bill Cosby Brew. You guys were into it. We're going to try it at the end, but when the cameras are off, keep them rolling. So
Just
this
be
is
gentle with me, please.
Always. I'm a very gentle individual. It's the hop/soy that is giving me some estrogen-like
Qualities.
Yeah.
It's in the water.
This is a philosophical question.
Okay.
And so we're going to go back to Eddie with this one. If a chicken and a half laid an egg and a half, how long does it take a one-legged monkey to kick the seeds out of a pickle?
2.
And Eddie,
3.
you're actually both correct. It takes 2 or 3.
Where did you get that from, dude? We've been saying that. We've
I
been
don't
saying
know.
that for like 40 years.
Bro, that somebody wrote it on this
man.
paper, and I'm
Are you
pretty sure it
serious?
was
Somebody wrote it down. I'm
corporate.
just reading it.
Okay.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
that from corporate.
Let's shift
Corporate.
gears because we're going to get into the medical field with this question.
Okay.
And so we're going to test here. And this isn't a COVID question. Don't worry about it. Leave your comment if you hate the question. But anyways, does this look like a rash?
No.
You're right, Eddie. And Slater, I'm sorry. It's an extra nipple.
It's an
I was going to say I'm going to have to lick it to make sure.
Okay, so hold on. Just cut the camera. Cut the camera.
Yeah, this will be on our Patreon.
Yeah, this part's going to be on it. This is on Steve's sex tape. 100 subscribers, and Steve's going to release his sex tape, which is the bears always get the honey. Back to beer questions, because this is a beer show, and we're doing a beer podcast. We're simulating Brewsnqs. We're on to a religious question, and I don't know what religion you guys are, if you're the same or different. I'm a Buddhist/atheist that sometimes dabbles in Protestantism, but I
Okay.
love Catholicism, but I'll never go to the church
Okay.
because it's boring as fuck. But let's see the religious question, because we were talking about Aztecs and chopping
Yes.
heads off.
Yeah.
If the Pope shits in the woods and there's no altar boys around, relatively speaking, is that a holy shit experience?
No one's ever fucking experienced it.
So nobody there but the Pope.
No one knows it, though.
So it's some type of scam going on.
100%.
That's a scam.
I get it. The correct answer is actually hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Or you could have said we would have accepted amen.
Amen.
Yeah. But
See, man,
I like
okay.
where you're going.
This is why I
with
don't
that.
go on Jeopardy.
Now this is where we go off the rails just a little bit. And
Really?
Just a little bit?
right.
Okay.
This is where we
Okay.
go off the rails?
Yeah, this
Okay.
is where it goes off the rails. Which animal? Now you're drinking obviously in this scenario,
Okay.
and you're drinking whatever you like to
We're
drink up
drinking in
there.
every
right?
scenario.
Yep.
Which animal can you beat in a fist fight? An octopus on crystal meth or a menstruating honey badger? And those motherfuckers are dangerous. The honey badger is one of the most dangerous and most pissed off animal that you've ever dealt with. And now we're talking about an 8-armed octopus. It could be 7-armed. I don't know.
Sure.
You got
Which
some
are
type of
super
tiff with the needle.
intelligent.
Super intelligent. Know how to go in and out of jars.
Yep.
Yeah.
We call that intelligent if you're a fish. You can go in and out of
Yeah.
a jar.
Yep.
It's on meth, and now you have to fist fight it.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to take my chance with the badger.
Oh,
The badger?
Yeah.
I don't think I could beat a badger, but I don't think I'd have much luck with the octopus and its fucking beak.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Wait, is the
yeah.
octopus on
And
land?
beak.
So I'm going to rephrase the question for Slater. Which animal out of these two, it's an octopus, 8-armed, 7-armed, possibly gotten some tiff with the Neil,
Sure.
on crystal meth, or a honey badger, and it's menstruating, obviously a woman, very, very dangerous. Which one would you choose to kill you in an honorable death?
Ooh. Let's go with the octopus.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love this sea. And in fact, Humboldt Sea was my favorite
There you
beer.
go.
So
There you go.
I'm just going with the theme of what my palate
The puzzle
enjoys.
pieces are fitting together now.
Yeah. I think if I'm going to get killed by an octopus that's on meth, I'm probably going to try to take a bite out of it. Because you ever had like raw octopus? It's fucking bomb, dude.
I've never had raw octopus. I've had calamari though.
I've had cooked octopus. Yeah.
Rock
Calamari, I
octopus
think it's
in a-
squid, but
in
it's
a cocktail.
same shit.
Yeah.
Mexican cocktail octopus.
What's that called?
Cocktail.
Okay. We go with that cocktail.
Or are we talking about the official term? Campechana, vuelve la vida.
I don't know, dude. You're speaking Greek to me. Or is that Spanish?
Spanish.
Okay.
It's
We'll go with that. I'm not a big fan of olives, but I love seafood. So let's go with the next question. Back on the rails. Who did we leave off with? Last time was Eddie. So Slater, robot arms or robot legs?
Ooh. Robot arms.
Robot arms?
Yeah.
Robot legs.
Robot legs. Okay, the correct answer is robot back because either one of those are going to throw your back out. I'm just letting you know. But since you went with robot arms, I'd be down with that. Robot legs, I would be down if I was old, which I am. So I'm probably down with the robot legs because one of my things I'd love to see is a motherfucking 80-year-old running down the freeway, keeping up with traffic. That's some shit, bro. And once we get to that point, this is going to be awesome, dude, to see some dude holding his walker on his back like a backpack, running down the fucking freeway. Love it, dude.
Shit.
I think we have one question left. And this is for Eddie and Slater from Brewsnqs. Let me start this because I love it when a plan comes together. Back to the questions. You're listening to the Primo Dirt podcast with John and Stevie. And then we
Primo
also
Dirt
have
podcast.
Eddie and Slater from Brewsnqs podcast. Let's get the last question out. And this is, I'm sorry. There's two more questions.
Oh, all right.
Well,
I
we'll
don't know
start
if my bladder
over.
can handle
We'll
it,
start
but let's truck.
Quick answer off the top of your head. Ass or titties? We already know ass.
Ass for
Titties.
sure.
There you go.
I'm a
Ass.
titties guy.
Ass and
100%.
titties.
Ass, thighs.
Bam. Titties guy for sure.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm a titties guy just because I have titties. So.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm an ass guy because I don't have an ass.
There you go. So you kind of want what you don't have. That's a natural human state, right?
We always want what we can't have.
Yep.
And this one you guys are going to love because this one's going to, I don't mean to jerk tears out of you, but this one just might.
I'm Mexican, so we're very emotional people. So
Very emotional and Slater.
I'm
You're
white.
Not, you're white, so you're not as emotional.
You got to say.
So you're just here
white.
to like take over the room and then put up a flag and it's like
This is my land.
Do you have a flag? Eddie, I love you. Okay, so let's start with Eddie and let's go to Slater on this. Pretty face, chunky body, or chunky body, pretty face?
I'm gonna go with option 2. No, option 1.
Okay.
No, you know what? Hold on. Option 2.
2?
2.
Okay, Slater?
Pretty face, chunky body.
You were actually correct. Sorry, Eddie. Correct answer is whatever you both said. You were both right.
You're both right. Ding,
Yes.
ding, ding.
I love pretty face, chunky body myself. Steve's just chunky body, chunky face. I don't know what his whole deal is. But I think that was the final question.
All right.
And let's tally up exactly what we
How
grab
many
our
points
pencil.
each person has?
I had them written down already because I knew the answers and what you were going to say.
Okay.
And the winner is actually Steve because Steve said,
Hey, good job, Steve.
Thank you.
cool. Now we've delved into the psychological / philosophical lives of Eddie and Slater from Brewsnqs. And you're listening to the Primo Dirt podcast with John and Steve.
The Primo Dirt podcast.
Do you have anything else you guys want to say to out there? Give us where your call signs are and then just whatever else you want to say.
So real quick, our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, fucking everything that's out there, it's at Brews and Qs. That's BREWS.
The letter N,
The letter Q.
the letter S.
You can find us on any social media account with that. You can also look us up on our website, brewsnqspodcast.com. Email us at contact@brewsnqspodcast. If you guys are actually interested in trying some more beers, there's actually a dope-ass beer festival. It's going to happen on April 24th. If you go to our website and go to the events section of it, it's from Forbidden Beer Fest. You get 9 sick-ass beers, awesome live entertainment, and all for a good price.
Where's
Check 'em out.
it going to be located?
All
Virtually.
from the comfort of your own home.
Wow.
Man,
Yeah,
just
you get to
ruined
sit
my
at home
buzz.
and sit at home and drink your beer and
Yeah,
watch
man.
some people
They're
make a fool.
dope.
Wow.
They're dope. It's hosted live and the entertainment's pre-recorded, but it's fucking amazing, dude.
So
Is
where
it-
do you
is there a
find that
cost?
again? Where do you find that?
So if you go to brewsnqspodcast.com, go to our
You
events
just
section.
said it, dumbass.
Try to let me say it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go to our events. Go to our events section. The very first one there is Forbidden Beer Fest. Click on that. It'll take you to the Eventbrite section, and you can buy your tickets there. It's local pickup. They have a shipping feature. The tickets are a little more expensive for that because it's being shipped out of wherever. There's only certain states they can
But
ship
it's
to.
worth it.
What's the?
Don't be a cheap ass.
What's the cost?
Yeah. What are some?
It's
more
anywhere.
or
It's
less
about I
local
think
or
out the
shipping?
door. If you pick up locally, it's out the door about $74.
Okay.
$74.
9
and you get
beers,
9 beers.
a swag
Wow.
pack.
Swag pack, a good customized
How much?
glass.
How much in each beer? Like how many?
They're 9 16-ounce cans.
9 16-ounce cans. Well, that's
Yes.
not bad. Huh?
So that's something you can do with friends because
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't want to drink 9 beers.
Not by yourself.
Speaking from experience, you fucking
Yeah.
don't.
don't drink 9
Invite
beers.
at least one
Yeah.
person over.
Yeah.
Friends or enemies, don't matter.
Yeah,
Right.
just
Yeah.
whatever.
Your
just-
enemies will become your friends.
Exactly.
There you
Or your friends can become your enemies.
And
All
make
right.
sure you Uber there and Uber back if you're actually in it. And so we're the Primo Dirt podcast. It's P and the Primo, and then
Dirt.
Dirt, and then damn, we got to.
You gotta work on that.
Yeah,
You
for
gotta
sure. You
practice
guys are dope.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
So, before this is out, because I've been puffing on this bad boy for a while. Super smooth, super good. Thank you, guys. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. And give a quick plug on this cigar.
That's actually a Rocky Patel. It's a double Toro.
I
And
inhaled.
it's
He's gonna be
their,
coughing.
baby announcement version. I don't know which exactly, but Rocky Patel, my
Rocky
favorite,
Patel.
my favorite new
Dude, it's
cigars.
super good. Super good.
Definitely
The Itza
try
Boys.
the Itza Boys.
Itza
correct.
Boys.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
a boy.
And then one more question on your name, Brewsnqs. What is a Q?
Yeah, I was wondering that.
So Brews actually, well, we're talking about beer,
Yeah.
and Q's is because we want to not limit it just to beer. So just general questions that we had about shit that we brought up.
Oh, fuck, that makes sense. Man,
Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out for 4 years.
You know, people confuse it with Q's as in the pool cue.
Yeah,
Or
billiards.
Q as in food, and it's like, no, we're not talking
I was
about
thinking
food.
QAnon.
QAnon.
Right? Yeah, QAnon. Brews
Oh
and
dang!
QAnon.
Okay,
There you
that's
go.
for another podcast.
For another, that's our Friday night sessions. So
Yeah.
thanks for listening to the Primo Dirt. Thanks for coming by, guys.
Thanks
It's
for
been
having
a
us.
Great night.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great host.
Yeah, had a great time.
And then Steve, let's end with some words of wisdom, which we always do. It just seems to be. Our
I'm
Primo
excited.
Dirt thing.
The altar, she supposed, and on it was Hector.
Is the throne empty? Is the king dead? The empire unpossessed?
Off with his head.
You got me going in circles.